Hey everybody, this one isn't going to be a real fun video. This is going to be more of a public service announcement, if you will. So let me explain what happened. We just got an email, not just days ago, from a guy claiming he's Steve Guttenberg. Of course, we know Steve Guttenberg. So the email, when it came in, was pretty suspicious, to put it mildly. I'm going to read you the initial email and let you kind of give you the groundwork here, kind of what we've been dealing with. My name is Steve Guttenberg. I have a YouTube channel, Steve Guttenberg Audiophiliac, with 213,000 subscribers and 45.8 million views. I have become one of the most known audiophile names on YouTube. I have over 38 years of experience and consider myself a true audiophile. I have reviewed some of the best audio brands in the market and have extensive knowledge. I would like to ask if you would be interested in having me review your XLS Encore. So if so, I can guarantee a boost in sales once the review is published. My subscribers have come to depend on me for their purchases. If this is something you feel you can benefit from and can loan me a sample pair, I'd be more than happy to sign an influencer agreement. This review should be published no later than 1 week after receiving the unit. With that said, I thank you for your time and look forward to hearing from you. First of all, we know Steve Guttenberg, and Steve would never contact us trying to sell us on who he is. Steve would just call us up and say, "Hey, Danny, it's Steve Guttenberg." And I'd say, "Hey, Steve, what's going on?" And then a second thing that it was kind of weird is guaranteeing a boost in sales. No reviewer really does that. No one guarantees a review before doing the review. That's crazy. And signing an influencer agreement. That was weird. So we kind of caught on immediately that this does not sound like Steve Guttenberg. And I forwarded this over to my buddy Ron, who also knows Steve and has hung out at the shows with Steve. And he said, that sounds pretty fishy. That doesn't sound like Steve. And so we began to play along and email this guy back a little bit and had him give us a call to arrange something. So he gave us a call, and the call came in. On the caller ID, it said it was Charles Hernandez. So not Steve Guttenberg, Charles Hernandez. And when I got on the phone with him and he started talking, I said, when he told me it was Steve Guttenberg, I said, I didn't recognize your voice, Steve. And then the phone went dead. I thought, he realizes I know Steve's voice, and he knows that I know he's not Steve. And then immediately got an email from him. Sorry, we got disconnected. Something happened to the phone, blah, blah, blah. And he's doing all he can to try and get us to send him out a demo pair of speakers. And so we said, sure, send us your address. And so we have not only his name, his real name, and his phone number, but also his address. Wow. Of course, we forwarded all this over to Steve, and Steve contacted the authorities there because this person is obviously stealing Steve's identity. He had Steve's little picture on the email, and he made up an email address like Audiophiliac at @Guttenberg or something, and to look like it was really Steve. So clearly he's got a case there for some identity theft. But we felt like we needed to let the authorities know what's happening, at least from our end as well. And we've contacted the authorities, and they have said that since we caught on to this scammer and we did not send any product out, that a crime technically hasn't been committed. So from our standpoint, there was nothing that they could do. But they've taken a report, and if other people have become a victim of this guy scamming something, and they kind of feel like if he went to this much trouble, it probably wasn't just sent out to GR Research. He may have sent this out to 100 other companies trying to get product from them so that he can do a review or keep the product or sell the product or whatever he's going to do with it. So if anybody else out there, any manufacturers or dealers were contacted by this guy trying to get you to send him product, hopefully you didn't. If you did, then you need to contact your local authorities. And this information that we've given to our local authorities will help build a case against Mr. Charles Hernandez. So kind of a bummer for me to have to come out and do one of these, but we do deal with this kind of thing as a business. It's not the first time somebody has contacted us and tried to scam us in some way or another. I'm sure all of you out there who watch me, you get these calls all the time on your phone, trying to get credit card information from you, all kinds of crazy things. It's sickening, really, that we deal with this kind of stuff, and I hope that something happens here that will keep this guy from doing this type of thing again. And if any of you guys out there get an email that seems suspicious and you kind of think, that doesn't sound like the reviewer that we know, and this is a small niche community. I mean, we know each other, so it's not that easy to try and scam us, trying to steal one another's identity and stuff. It's kind of crazy, but it happens. So that's it for this little video. If you need to contact me about this, if you've been scammed or anything like that, please do, and I'll try to help you guys as best I can. That's it for this one. Next one, back to some fun stuff. Later, guys.